Okay, we're now live. Just update Facebook real quick here. See here. See here. See here. Huh. Doesn't seem to be working here. See here. Hope it's not too loud. Test, test. Hope it's not too loud. Test, test. Hope it's not too loud. There we go. Test, test. All right, I'll just wait for a few minutes, see if some people will log on, and then we can get going. Hope it's not too loud. There we go. Test, test. pop out the chat and bring it on over here. Pop out the chat and bring it on over here. Okay, for those who are watching this after I've gone live, my name is BattleWolf. I will be showing you a little bit of this game here that I just really love playing. It's called Hardspace Shipbreaker. And what you are is you're actually a shipbreaker in orbit around Earth, breaking down ships. This takes place in the far future, where pretty much the whole solar system has been just totally mined out. So, in order to regain materials used to build ships and stations, is they need shipbreakers to break down old ships and salvage the material needed, whether through a smelter, through a salvage yard, or through a resale barge. Things like furniture, electronics, scientific equipment are sent to the barge so they could be resold, and after a used sales lot, things like aluminum and stuff is melted down, and then stuff like nanocarbon panels and other stuff that can be easily just be put back on another ship is put through a salvage yard. So I will start playing as soon as some people come in. If I don't see anybody come in after I've been live for 15 minutes, I'll just go ahead and start playing. Hopefully some people will start jumping in here and we can then get on with this. I'll be doing an open shift. It removes the shift timer and oxygen drain for more relaxed experience. I'll be showing you the main of the tutorial, which those two things don't matter, but I actually like playing it open shift rather than standard play. It's more relaxing. Otherwise, I'm like trying to beat the clock to make sure I make enough money per shift, because it's only 15 minutes to do that. Oxygen, you have to keep going back and forth. Almost every 5 minutes, you got to grab more oxygen. So it creates a problem at times. Just wait for some people to show up. We're at 11 minutes until being live. As soon as I reach 15 minutes, I'll start playing. Man, this is invigorating for a stream. A little about myself, for those who are watching this later. I'm 39 years old. I live in a beautiful state of Colorado. Lived here pretty much my entire life. I'm married, no kids, though we're thinking about getting a cat soon, so that's going to be exciting. Because every YouTuber has to have a cat. And I've been playing video games since '89. I was like 7 years old at that time, and it was one of those old Howard Packard Bell type ones you could buy off of Best Buy or a Comp USA at the time, and I just basically became a computer geek from that point on. I mean, I'm not like super into computer like ways of programming or knowing how to do all the fancy stuff that you see out there with computers. I just really like playing games, and I've been playing different types of video games all the way up through. I never really had a console until PlayStation 2 that I bought with my own money when I was like, I think it was like 18 when I bought it. 18 or 17 years old. PlayStation 2. And then I had an Xbox, and then an Xbox 360. Then I became basically boycott Xbox when they had the Xbox One fiasco when they first were going to make it online only. I know they reversed it, but I was like, no. Well, the reason why they reversed it was because they got in trouble. So, but then I had a PlayStation 4, which I currently have. I haven't got a PlayStation 5 yet. I want to get a PlayStation 5. But, guess not. Not yet. Anyway. Alright, I'm just checking to see here. I hope the volume of everything is okay. Just fine. Alright, I'm going to check something here real quick. I hope Best Buy or a Comp USA at the time, and I just basically became a computer geek from that point on. I mean, I'm not like super into computer like ways of programming or knowing how to do all the fancy stuff that you see out there with computers. Okay, I did a double check real quick, and it seems like everything's going in pretty good. So I hope some people show up soon. Well, you know, I'm 15 minutes in. I'm going to go ahead and just start playing the game for those who watch this later on. If you join in, if somebody joins in the middle stream, I'll just say hi and everything to them. Alright, so I'm going to do a drain disabled on here because the oxygen doesn't deplete. If I crack my helmet, oxygen will still leak. I haven't cracked my helmet yet in this. Probably because I haven't gone fast enough yet for it. Humankind has industrialized most of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged, the Shipbreaker. Labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard is worth the risk. It says up here, food shortage continues. Blockades across Central Plain Confederacy continues to put pressure on the coastal cities amid violent conservations. So I got another Shipbreaker application. Let's get that's just right here, but it's like past due, final notice, credit transfer declined, payment required, any ration to spare, please respond, bomb data sick again, past due, application denied for utility workforce. So, alright, Shipbreaker application, pave the way to the Galaxy program. Update on your application status, view update. Greetings, citizens. LF2911BOS 80805 maybe? I don't know, it looks like BOS. I was like, well, same to you too. Alright, congratulations on acceptance into the links. Pave the way for the Galaxy program. For over 124.8 million applicants, you were chosen based on above average, exceptional physical and cognitive ability. Participation in this program can be lucrative and rewarding depending on willingness to follow the vision and procedures of Lynx Corporation. I also want to phrase right now is I sometimes have trouble with pronunciation, so just bear with me. I sometimes have a hard time saying certain words. It's just the way I've been always like this. Gotten a lot better, but still having issues. You've been assigned to Salvage Station 49, destination Morrigan. This station currently has no additional personnel, but if you're able to demonstrate the ability to build and grow a profitable operation, a number of exciting opportunities await you. Remember, employment in the Pave the Way to the Galaxy program is at the sole discretion of Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Acts of insubordination or malice will not be tolerated. On receipt of your electronic signature, a shuttle will be deployed immediately to your current location to deliver you to your post. Training will commence immediately on arrival. Finalize your info on the following pages to confirm employment. As you see, the year is 2329. Account name: Links work effort tracking and employee server hub. Required an employee account name. Please enter your account name below. Profanity or anti-corporation slang jargon will not be separated. Alright, so let's do my gaming name. Select a retrieval package. We proudly offer an Everwork assistant replacement program for new employees. Below are the details of your selected spare package. Terran Health Board Advisory: cloning has a 0.02 chance of DNA corruption. Open shift, spares unlimited, spare fee 150,000. Yeah, every time you die, they charge you this amount of money for it. On other, you could do a hardcore mode where you don't have no clones, or you can do standard. You have, I think it's like 100 spares. You could die 100 times. I think you could buy more later on in the game. I'm not sure about that. Alright, voice ID verification. To verify your identity, please confirm the voice file you submitted to your original application. It's a security measure that protects your data. I always like playing more like female characters. It's just the way a lot of games I normally play a female character. So I'm just going to do a female voice for this playthrough. Orientation preference. Select orientation scheme of your personal mobility unit. Studies indicate that proper orientation settings improve productivity by 40%. I do standard. I hate inverted, and I think inverted is one of the worst things they ever put in games. I don't understand it. Meal preference. Our food processors can serve a variety of dietary preferences. Food cost is based on current market value and may change over time. Chicken, plastic-free, vegetarian, emulitarian. I have no idea what that is, so I'll just say plastic-free. Please agree to each statement. I have no criminal record on the Terran or Martian zones. A record of the juvenile frontiers is accepted. Jovian, that's, for those who don't know, that's the orbit around Jupiter. Like the Jupiter moons are called the Jovian moons. I am not a member of, or never been associated with, a workers' union or any other labor interests. They don't want me to be a union worker. I completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having McCullen's lung, whatever that might be. It might be something new on Earth with all the pollution. It's probably like some bad cough people starting to get. I have no commercial or real estate interest in Luna, on the asteroid belt, or in the nation states of Arizona. Nation state of Arizona? Oh, sounds like they're not wanted anywhere. They're not. I will bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposure to the Van Der Waals field. That's the radiation belt that surrounds the Earth. Astronauts go through it all the time. They believe long-term exposure will cause problems, but due to how fast a lot of astronauts go through, like when they had to go to the moon, they passed through really fast. It didn't do any harm to them that we know of. I will vote for Chancellor Chung Zing in the Pan American Senate election. Sounds like a donor. This is just terms and conditions. This is just basically similar to all other agreements out there. This is made on the 9th of November 2329 between Lynx Corporation, Department of Salvage and Reclamation, with Citizen LF 29118OS 05. Employee hereby grants permission to Lynx the authority to collect, analyze, and utilize their barometric data for use for better the lives and well-being of them and their co-workers, as well as any other purpose. So basically, they now own you all the way down to the DNA. Employees hereby grant permission to Lynx an authority to perform psychological tests on them at any time with or without their knowledge. Employees are not entitled to compensation for participation in these tests, but may receive additional sugar cube rations. Ooh, sugar cube rations sound wonderful. Employees hereby grant permission to Lynx an authority to garnish their wages if their actions or lack thereof result in any real or potential loss for the company or any of its affiliates. Employees hereby grant permission to Lynx the authority to potentially to record their own DNA and to create new entities with that DNA with no restrictions or limits. Furthermore, employees agreed to pay a nominal fee for the service at the event of their death while performing the duties of their position. Lynx may execute these entities at any time for the act of gross negligence. So they could also kill you if they want to, too. Employees hereby grant permission to Lynx an authority to study, manipulate, precipitate, and duplicate any or all my gray and white matter at any time in the unfortunate event of my total and complete loss of memory. Employees hereby grant permission to Lynx the authority to transfer any and all unpaid debts owed to Lynx or any of its affiliates to the next of kin in the event that they are terminated, disappear, in or perma-perish. That's a new way to say that they're permanently dead. Perma-perish. Lynx reserve the right to terminate this contract at any time without notice or payment in lieu, with no requirement or sufficient cause. Alright, I'm not going to skip the training since that's what I want to basically do for today's stream, is just show you the training. If anybody here watching this, like, come on a little bit later on, or you're watching this later on my channel, if you want to see more of this, just let me know, and I will see about throwing it into my rotation of games. There is a plot that happens in this game. It's not just all clean, but here we go. I hope I don't get copyright strike for this. I don't know if this is copyrighted music or not.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Game's feeling this exciting, but just kind of fantasize about how that would actually be up in space. I've always wanted to go into space.
Hello, Cutter 9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin.
Oh boy.
Please observe this important message.
Space, boundless promise, limitless resources, a brighter future. It's here that hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You have been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our EverWork program. The greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
Yes, I want a fresh start. Press to begin genetic extraction.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning
They
extraction
kill you right
now.
off the bat.
Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
EverWork assessment placement successful. Genetic sequence stored. Congratulations, it is now safe to die. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of bomb materials used in the EverWork process and additional fees required for deaths that occur outside working hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Good luck. Alright, let's see how many fees we have. $1,252,594,441.92. See, citizen report check, medical analysis, transportation to work site. See, selection fee, $10,000 for a seat selection. Because their package toll, luggage handling, includes gratuity of 35%. And wow. Automated onboard procedure, lifeguard genetic backup storage. That's the huge chunk of all this, 500 million. Biomaterial refrigeration, equipment setup, equipment security deposit, delousing, habitat fee, cleaning and repainting, on-site training, helmet interface software update, well prep annually, waste management, human premium, immigration duty fee, entertainment library fee. I don't know what they have in the library, but it's one of the cheapest things on here. Tracking implant fee. Oh, so they put a tracking implant at me. Figures. Salvage rights fee, including royalty. Financial account setup fee, account administration fee, monthly, administration fee, and display of fee report. They charged me $750 for the display of the report. It's like, might as well just show me the fee report. I don't care if it costs extra. I'm already so much into debt already. All right, that's pretty much what you do in this. Is you work your way out of debt so you can then retire comfortably, I guess, or live somewhere more better. But by how a lot of people act in this game, the people that you meet that are your co-workers, you're never going to get out of debt. Also, another thing too is that's another reason why I don't do the oxygen drain, because you have to pay like $8,000 per tank of oxygen. So going there several times to refill your oxygen costs you money, and if you don't get enough done in a day, your monthly fees come through, which is always about it's like $500,000. So if you're building on a ship that's only about like $1 million worth of salvage, if you don't get like at least more than half of that done on one day, you'll be in the red for that day in profit.
All right, breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with their first fare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of the other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morgan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient. All right, now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around. Now, vertical control. Looks good. Now to finalize these movements checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints. Used to be a cutter myself, you know, till there were some complications with my last revive. Those were early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot about the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this scrap up. Gonna activate the furnaces now. Dang thing. Will you just... There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying that these things are as hot as all get out. So try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a Shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around. Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around. If it's not too heavy, give it a go and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Nice job cleaning up all that soft metal scrap, Cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Control is giving me the go-ahead to get you cutting.
First, let me finish up this stuff.
You have quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up the tool selector and choose the cutting tool. Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the Stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move. That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor and look towards one of them there so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right, we're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of them pieces you separated right in there.
Come on now. This is ridiculous. No, I not have this much issue.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down, and there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're going to have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
Material deposited.
Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Material deposited.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab, and I'll show you the ropes there. Now fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in, and we'll get started. Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab, and I'll show you the ropes there. Now fly on over back to the master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in, and we'll get started.
Let's see, I've got scrap panels. Some more panels.
Congrats, Cutter.
Specification.
You're already on your way up. Head on into your hab, and we'll check things out.
I reached the prestigious rank of basic certification. And I get ship class 1 certification.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. But around here, we just call it your hab. Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation now. Go on and give it a read.
All right. Check our emails. See, we got a sticker unlocked. Achieve a perfect salvage of over 98%, which is very easy to do. Very first level.
Clear as mud? Don't worry. I'm here to walk you through the process, and soon enough I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
All right. To Shipbreaker Law from Links. Certification. Certification system is our proprietary career progression tool for all of our shipbreakers. It provides each employee with a fulfilling and promising future as part of the Links family. Certification ranks ranges from 1 as the entry point all the way up to rank 30, which is reserved only for our most accomplished employees. It is advised to view the certification tab in your hub terminal as a guide to gain access to more tools, upgrades, ship, and hazard levels. Proving yourself as a loyal and skilled employee will reward you with fresh new challenges in the work bay. Alright, let's see about tools. Structure mode is a pre-installed on every optical K3WL cross-spectrum scanner unit and the standard issue Links worksuit. This mode is a core part of the Shipbreaker's toolkit as it lets you assess the structural makeup of any ship, clearly demarking hull panels, structural beams, and important cut points. Structure mode is default mode when you activate your scanner unless you were previously using a different mode. Employee Financial Relief Program. Everything important and good in this world comes with a price. Each privileged person who joins our family to become a shipbreaker comes with significant costs. Unfortunately, Links shoulders the burden of these costs temporarily in order to let you hit the ground running and begin training stress-free. This cost sharing is handled through our innovative Employee Financial Relief Program. This program covers all essential onboarding costs and fees, including the cost of training and equipment borrowed from Links Salvage. Also included is the fees for the EverWork Assess Placement Program, which enables safe, unlimited career progression and growth through the power of Links technology. In return, as your skill and expertise grow, all the values that you earn as a shipbreaker will be automatically deducted from the amount you owe to the Financial Relief Program. This ensures that the borrowed amount is paid off as quickly as possible, so you can get on with building yourself a brighter future. As quickly as possible probably means by within about 50 to 60 years. Salvage Go. Inc. is proud to introduce the all-new Salvage Go system to our valued shipbreakers. With performance in mind, Salvage Goes will help shipbreakers in understanding the expected total value expected from a ship. Established by our finely tuned salvage assessment algorithms, Salvage Goals are an innovative that rewards overall progress, unyielding additional rewards that, when reached, these goals provide many goodies to our valued shipbreakers, highly rewarding those who reach all provided salvage goals without destroying salvage. Links encourage employees to aim for scavenging as much material as possible with all provided ships in order to maximize the value of the ships provided. And this is my new ship certification, the Mackerel, Light Cargo, and Station Hopper. Alright, Evening Cutter, you've been doing great with onboarding so far. Really impressed with your skills. I just did some flying around and throw some stuff into a smelter. I'm clearing you for some proper ships. Mackerel class, Light Cargo, and Station Hoppers. Mackerels are the most common ship among the colonies. They come in all kinds of models. The ones we get were decommissioned since they can't ride the rails anymore. Railgate strength has juiced a couple of years back, and these babies can't handle it. The light cargo models usually use to haul civilian cargo around, so expect some weird stuff floating around in there. Now the station hoppers, these give me a bit of nostalgia. These were people movers. Sometimes you crack one of these open, they'll still have power, and you'll see old ads playing on the terminals. You know, got a crack in your mask? Got a tear in your suit? Buy Lynx branded gear for your hard-earned loot. You might start to see fire hazards show up. I'll help you when you get there. This will be fun. Weaver, Foreman. Alright, so let's do our first ship. I got stickers. I can't put them on right now, but you can like plaque stickers on your tools. Just kind of give a kind of a personal touch. All right, let's check to see what we have
This
here.
is the catalog that shows you which ships you have access to from the shipyard. Every day, you can choose to continue working on the ship you've got or start a fresh one. Go ahead and pick one, any one, and we'll get to work.
Let's see here. 815, 837, 806, 795. This one here, Station Hopper. Seems like it'd be the best one to work with right now. Almost $1 million worth. So there's no hardly anything in it, just some aluminum, nanocarbon. I wish I could find out what these actually indicate. But there's no hazards. Alright, so we'll do this one. Okay.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way. And start knocking out that bed of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
Alright, so I always like to start from the back here because this is like a very easy section to get in at. So go ahead and Cutter. We'll tag these two spots here. There we go. Throw that over in there since it needs to go to the processor. There we go. Let's go on the side.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright, so let's start ripping this thing to pieces. Get that out of the way. Let's get this back end out of here. Since it's all, as you can see, it's all processor. It's all nanocarbon. Alright. You can already see it's already starting to separate a little bit. Let's move it out a little bit here. This game is like a perfect game to play if you're just feeling kind of stressed out and you don't want anything too action-packed, something you just want something to relax. It's just a really fun game to do that way. Let's try to get this guy more in line with the processor. Let's give it a few kicks.
Now, I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first, but trust me, soon enough you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like they're nothing. Got my start salvaging back down Earthside in the droid scrapping business. You know what made me come up here? Well, one day we got a batch of this particular model in. One of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people-looking ones like that. They were always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for, 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things look exactly like my stepbrother did. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing. All the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. Tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. Weaver out.
Let's pull this door off. Now, since the airlock on this thing was already open, you don't have to worry about decompression, but that's one of the issues you gotta work out for later on. If, like with the freighters and stuff, there might be areas that still have atmospheres. You gotta be careful. Come on. Here we go. And throw it over there. Disappeared for a second.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
Alright, so how am I gonna get this guy off? Oh, let's see here. I can't cut those, but let's see. There's out of the way. Leases. The cutter. So what else can I do with this panel? There's got to be some way I could get the... Yeah, I see how I could do this. The cutter.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Didn't work like I wanted it to. I just wanted to shave it off at the junction point there. I have to tackle it from this side. Stop. Alright. Cutter. Rotate. There we go. Think. Did that work? No, it's still connected. Come on. Alright, I'm just gonna have to worry about not scavenging all of it. What you can do is, let's go rotate. break. Just rotate just right. I can then cut along here, and nanocarbon doesn't get affected by the saw, so I can just shave it off at that point. There we go. This way I get most of this aluminum to be
Deposit
listed.
accepted.
And then the rest of this can have a little bit of carbon in it, but I mean a little bit of aluminum in it, but it's not going to be that big of an issue.
Processing valuable
As you can see,
Credits
if you
awarded.
look very, very closely, you can see at the very end part of the top salvage thing, there's this little bit of a tint of red just forming right there. That indicates destroyed salvage, so I haven't really got anywhere near any really loss of salvage just yet. That's one thing you always got to make sure you watch out on in this, is make sure you watch what you destroy. Sometimes you might need to destroy something in order to get something else. Like I had to destroy a little bit of aluminum that I couldn't separate. And I assume later on that you get better laser tools and stuff that can do more. So you can see I have two. There's an area for demo, which is demo charges, and I think they're still adding stuff to this game. I think it's not in early access anymore, but they're still adding stuff. Alright. This is all processor. This panel, so we alright. Let's take care of these side areas here real quick before we do anything else.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Sorry about that. Whoa. Not that fast. So I also will take recommendation of excuse me. I will also take recommendation of any games that you might play or try out. I will play games that I have not played before. I'll play games that I have played before. I will play games that are old. I will play games that are new. I will play games that are games. I do have a little bit of a issue with horror games. It's not because I don't like them. They are very entertaining when you're not the one playing them for me. I can't stand playing horror games. It's just, I've always been that way. I tend to get too nervous when I play those games, and I tend to jump at the littlest things, and then I get made fun of by my friends. And that's why I don't really like watching scary movies all that much. So, just move that guy over there. Give him a few kicks. It'll help his friend along. No, pass right over him. Break. This guy over.
Valuable object processed. Credit awarded.
Go, this stuff's going in there. And here's the last side panel.
Processing valuable objects. Credit awarded. Salvage gained. Rewards increasing.
Okay. Now let's see. This guy has some, I think, some glass in the front. That's always been a picky issue for me, but I believe I got in it.
Valuable object processed. Credit
Okay,
deposited.
so cutter. Alright, so let's rotate ourselves. So break. Very edge of it. Okay. All right. There. Now up here. Now just hit this guy here. Alright, I think he's loose. Let's check. No. Where is it still connected at? Oh. Back up. Now is it loose? Let's see. No. Or is it still connected at? Is it down here? Yeah, it's still connected. Just very little bit there. It's still connected. I think it's still connected here. I didn't cut it just right. Alright. There we go. So those glass goes in the furnace.
Material deposited.
That was a pain, but got most of it out. Let's see. This part still doesn't want to come loose. Where is it connected at? There. It has to be up here. There we go. Ah, shoot. Oh well. I didn't destroy too much of it. Alright. There it
Raw
is.
material processed. Credits deposited.
Alright, I'll be streaming for
Salvage
probably
gain.
like another half
Credits
hour
awarded.
and then I'll probably get off for the day. I will be streaming again tomorrow. I'll be trying to start streaming at about 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And hopefully then I will be able to get Mission Critical going. Was going to do Mission Critical today as my first game, but goodoldgames.com, where I got the game from, they're having issues with their website or something because I can't log in. I can't log in to download the game onto my Galaxy launcher for it. Otherwise, we'll be playing that. So, hopefully, I can get it working tonight, get it installed, make sure it works properly, and then tomorrow do that. If not, I'll figure out something else. Maybe we'll do more of this. If you're watching this after I've gone stream, just leave a comment down if you would like to see more of this game or if you want to see a different other game. Like I said, I'll play any kind of game, just as long as it's not too much of a horror game. There's some horror games I will play though, but that's the one thing I'll be most critical about. Alright. Whoa. You can get burned by those things. Furnaces can cook you. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. There we go. So.
Material deposited.
Where am I?
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, here I am. Celine Vigo, I hope I'm saying her name right, asked what kind of games do I mostly stream. I'll be playing pretty much any kind of games. I have a list of some old games I want to play, some old new games that are in the middle of that. Like I'll play games in the 90s, like Mission Critical, which I was going to play today if I could get it installed correctly, is from 1995. It's an old full motion video game. Stars Michael Dorn from Star Trek in it, and it's actually a pretty fun game. I'm surprised that not many more people have really know about it. It got Game of the Year on some kind of gaming magazine when it came out.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
And I would do collabs. My brother is already says he'll do some collabs with me with some games that quite like Fallout 6. Far Cry 6. We're planning on collabing together when it comes out. take care of some of the inside of this.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Ship salvaged in full. Credits applied to cutter account.
Now you can actually end this salvage at this point. Go back to your hub, but you miss out on additional monies. Alright, let's see here. Let's take care of some of the top panels here.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
So this is aluminum. We'll cut this stuff out. There we go. Okay. That's all furnace stuff too, so I'll just cut that stuff out. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have to say, I love the music in this. I just don't want to get a copyright strike. Oops, that was way too much of a cut than I wanted to do. Let's see. Looks like some stuff is coming loose. Ooh, no,
Deposit
nope,
accepted.
stop. Let's get this door out of here.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Doug, I actually think I'm less than $8 in the processor by the fact they charge you $150,000 for every time you die. You're actually worth to them. You're like zero. Oh, let's see. Where is? Ah, there it is. It's like I know there was one more panel I had to get out.
Material deposited.
That's furnace 2.
Deposit accepted.
I think it's very easy
Raw
to sometimes
material
lose your way in this.
processed. Credits deposited.
I'll get care of some of this more easier stuff to take care of. These panels.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
There we go. Alright, the rest of this looks like it's all furnace. So this should be very easy to take care of. Just cut up in little sections. I didn't cut it properly. Oh! Wrong. I can't get it back. Oh well. I see where I didn't cut it. Hey, like I know cutting in half works for it too, but it's hard to move when it's that big. But I guess I could have just done it that way.
Material deposited.
Come on.
Deposit accepted.
As soon as I finish this ship, I'm gonna call it a day on the stream. All
Raw
right.
material processed. Credits deposited.
Let's get this whole back panel off. Break. Can I get it here? I don't know if this is actually working right or not. I'm not sure. It seems to be separated from that. Oh. Actually, it is separated, but it's connected this way. Oh, yeah, that's if I can't cut. There we go. Whoa. Oh.
Deposit accepted.
What did it? There it is. It got jammed up in there.
Material deposited.
Okay. Almost done here. About ready just to go ahead. Since I've already reached thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the stuff in the processor as is, rather than trying to tear this thing into little pieces. I could get these top panels off first. Yeah, 'cause it's all furnace, so if I could just get rid of those panels. Oh, come on. Ah!
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
At least get the panels out, and I'll throw the rest of that in there, and then... Alright, let's just go ahead and throw this guy into the processor. Take all these little pieces and...
Material deposited.
Where's that other panel?
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Deposit accepted.
Let's see. I think I got everything, but I thought it was that one other panel. Ah. I think try to kill me.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
I think that's it. Oh, no, there's the last piece. I know it's somewhere around there. And... okay, there's a huge gap still in the credits. There has to be another piece somewhere around here. I'm not seeing anything. I think that's all. Yep. Okay. Let's go back into the hub, check messages, and then that'll be it for the day. All right. Got a good chunk of money there. And now I'm prestigious rank of recruit.
License upgraded.
So prestigious. And I got class 2 certification.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
And a second. Alright, let's see messages here. Alright, career progression clearance, hazard level 2. Linux is committed to ensuring shipbreakers are exposed to hazard levels in ships only according to their efficiency level and median estimated emotional adjustment time should death occur related to these hazards. If you have reached clearance of hazard level 2, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. I have caused myself to blow up several times in the past. Causing Link's equipment or salvage good to be damaged by fire hazards will result in credit deductions, as will damage to or the destruction of your Link spare. I love how they refer to you as a spare. That's how much you're valued by them. And then it got the kiosk now as our one-stop shop for all your shipbreaking needs. Dispenses all the items for any self-respecting shipbreaker when it leaves the hub without. Hub? What's the difference? At the kiosk, shipbreakers can find the following courtesy of our affiliate suppliers: oxygen tanks, fuel, repair kits, patch kits, and tether cartridges. All of these are available at a purchase at market rates and it's already been factored to your 1.4% employee discount. 1.7% employee discount. Wow. I could retire. Genuine patch kits manufactured in Damascus Earth, not to be confused with Dermascraft patch kits from Phabos. Tuesdays only. For what? Oh, the play. Oh, you already get the play discount on Tuesdays? Jeez. Alright, now you also do the stickers here. And switch to the cutter. I like to put it on the cutter first. The sticker here. Place them right there. That looks good. Okay. And with that, this will end my first stream. I hope that those who did join in during it and those who watched the replay afterwards will enjoy it. If you would like to see more of this game, just let me know. Tomorrow, I will try to be on at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, 10 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time, and get Mission Critical going. I want to work tonight to get that set up and working so we can dive into that tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day and have a good night, and see you tomorrow.